Hello, my name is Colleen Hernandez. I work at CGI Business Solutions, and I am here to discuss the upcoming employee benefits package. Some things have stayed the same, like your medical, and other things have changed, like every other benefit. So it is my intention to educate you as to what your benefits package consists of now. So if you have any questions throughout, please do not hesitate to stop me so that we can clarify, because if you have a question, somebody else may have the same question. First thing that I wanted to point out is that the start date for the benefits will be December 1st. Your plan year is going to start December 1st and will run through November 30th, 2020. This is your open enrollment time. So this is going to be the only time that you're able to make any changes without a qualifying event. Qualifying events are going to be marriage, involuntary loss of coverage, birth of a baby. At those points in time, you will be able to change your dependent covered status. However, the plan that you are already enrolled in will remain the plan itself. So it's very important that you know what you're picking and what the benefits are. So again, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to stop me. As I mentioned, the medical plan will remain as is, so you're going to continue to have the choice of 4 different Blue Cross Blue Shield Anthem plans. So it's still Anthem. You still have the same 4 medical plan options. However, there are some very slight changes within the plans themselves. Bottom of the first page is a little reminder on how you can locate a participating provider for both your medical, and then there's information on how you can locate a participating provider for your dental. Your dental and additional ancillary products are going to be offered to you through Guardian now. Medical and dental, you are allowed to cover dependent children up until age 26. Take a look at page 2 and discuss your different plan options.
Yes, hi, how are you today?
The plan in column number 1 is an HMO plan. This plan has in-network coverage only, and if you need to see a specialist, you will need a referral. $20 copay to a primary care, then a $40 copay to a specialist. The first plan has no deductible, no coinsurance. So for every single covered service, there will be a copay. I'm not going to go through every single copay because you can clearly read what it is on the page. The second plan is an HSA eligible plan. This plan, you'll notice, does not say copay anywhere on here. This plan, there is absolutely no cost sharing until after you satisfy your deductible. So can everybody mute their line for me, please? Does anybody have any questions about the HSA plan and deductible versus copay plans and copays? I just want to make sure we're very clear. Yes.
We didn't hear anything you said. I think you muted yourself.
We didn't hear anything.
I muted myself. I'm so sorry. I thought I muted everybody else. Okay, so let's take that again for another second. The HSA plan, no copays. So you are responsible for 100% of the contracted rate until you meet your deductible. Once you have met your deductible, then you'll have copays for the prescription drugs until you satisfied your out-of-pocket maximum. But on that plan, the second plan, the HSA 2800, you must first pay 100% for any medical services, emergency room, prescription drugs until you reach that deductible. Questions about the difference so far between those two plans? Okay. The next plan is another HMO plan. So in network coverage only, this plan does use the larger HMO network of providers. The plans in column number 1 and column number 3 are identical with the exception of the network. So it's the network itself that's different, but the plan, the copays, how it works, exactly the same. This HMO Classic will also require a referral to see a specialist. The last column is the Anthem PPO 500 plan. This plan is still a copay plan. You'll have copays for a lot of the commonly utilized services, such as primary care, specialist, and urgent care. You do not need a referral to see a specialist on the PPO plans. And on this plan, in addition to copays, you could have deductible and coinsurance responsibility for services such as inpatient hospitalization, outpatient surgery, advanced imaging. Deductible in this year is $500, then 20% until you get to the out-of-pocket maximum for $4,000 for an individual, $1,500 deductible for family, then 20% until you get to the out-of-pocket maximum of $8,000 on the PPO plan. I do want to just draw your attention to the calendar year out-of-pocket maximum. This is going to be the worst case scenario, most amount of money you will pay in a given calendar year. This includes any deductible expenses, any coinsurance that you may have, as well as every single copay. Any questions about the medical plans themselves? Okay. As I mentioned, the plan in number 2 was an HSA plan. That means there's no copays. You're on the hook 100% until you satisfy your deductible. That does include prescription drugs again. So you pay 100% the cost of your prescription drugs until you meet your deductible, and then you will have a copay. The benefit to this HSA eligible plan is that you can open an HSA bank account. This HSA bank account will allow you to take money and put it into a savings account, tax-free, to use for qualified medical expenses. Qualified medical expenses include not only actual true medical expenses, but dental and vision expenses as well. If you elect to enroll in that HSA eligible plan, you can contribute up to $3,550 for an individual or $7,100 within the 2020 calendar year. I did want to take just one moment and make sure that everybody is aware of some ways that you can save money. Walmart, $4 for a 30-day supply of a medication, $10 for a 90-day supply. You do not need to have insurance, and still you're able to take advantage of this plan. What I really wanted to mention, though, is GoodRx. I know there are commercials, so a lot of people are becoming more familiar with it. GoodRx is a website where you're able to type in the name of a drug, you can see the cost of that medication at different pharmacies close to you. Plus, if there's a coupon for that medication, there will be a link that will take you to the manufacturer's site to download the coupon. This is very beneficial, especially if you choose to enroll in the HSA eligible products, the plan that was in column number 2, where you pay 100% the cost of the drugs until you get to that deductible. Any questions so far? Excellent, because we're about to get to the confusing part. I know you guys are familiar with the flexible spending accounts because you have one already. Your flexible spending account is the only benefit that we are going to talk about today that begins on January 1st. Come January 1st, you can contribute up to $2,750 to your FSA account. This money, unlike the HSA, where with an HSA, you can't use the money until you have it in your bank account. So the HSA works like a debit card. The flexible spending account, the FSA account, will work like a credit card. If I say I'm going to put $20 every single paycheck into the FSA account, and then my first paycheck, I've only put $20 into the funded at $20, I can still swipe my card and it will run through and get approved for $200. So this one works like a credit card. Downside to this is if you don't use it within that year, you will lose it. You do have an additional 2 months to use any remaining funds that you had not used within the calendar year, but that is it. If you do not use it, you will lose it. The HSA, on the other hand, that is your money. You keep it forever. It's like a regular banking account. Questions between flexible spending, health savings account? Perfect. Another component piece to the flexible spending account is the dependent care account. On the dependent care account, you are able to put $5,000 tax-free to use towards the care of any dependent children under the age of 13. You can use it for daycares, aftercare, summer camp. This, again, works very similar to the HSA account. You can't use the money until you have already funded it. So it has to be on the card already, like a debit card, and not like the medical flexible spending, which will work more like a credit card. Also, in each and every one of your medical plan options, you guys have Sydney, which is part of your Anthem app, able to help you with a variety of things, including checking to see the cost of care in your area. You can see how much an MRI will cost at XYZ location versus ABC location. You can get a digital copy of your ID card. You can interactively chat with a representative, all downloading your app. The app is available both on the Google Play and the Apple Store. Also, you have the option to chat 24/7, 365 days a year with a live medical doctor when you need it. It's going to be great for things such as I think I might have a sinus infection, my throat is hurting, possibly have pink eye. Definitely take advantage of the online access to care. 24/7, great resource. Cost will depend upon the plan that you are elected in, how much you will have to pay for the visit. Questions thus far? Page number 6 is going to talk about an entire package of benefits. Your access 24/7, 365 through your health provider, through Anthem, will only cover you and any dependents that you have enrolled on the benefit. There is a teledoc benefit within this entire package of the teleadvocacy package that will allow you not only 24/7 access to a doctor for yourself, but it will also cover any dependent children and or a spouse, even if they are not covered under your medical policy. And each and every time you need to use this benefit, there is no member responsibility. The next component piece in this package that I did want to talk about is going to be the Compass Navigator. Similar to what Sydney will do, where it can help you find costs at different facilities, this program will also, they can review your bills for you, see if it's going to, if you need to pay. I know you go to the hospital, you're discharged, you end up with 5, 6 different bills. It can be very confusing, especially if you're still not feeling well. You can go on ahead, turn your bills over to the navigators. They're able to review, let you know if you need to pay them. Again, they will navigate the system for you. They can help you find more affordable options, whether it be at XYZ facility or ABC facility. In addition, let's say you need to see a doctor and you only have time on Wednesdays between the hours of 3:30 and 5:30, and you need to find a doctor as soon as possible. The navigators are able to call around to different doctors and make appointments for you on your behalf. They'll call around till somebody has a time slot that is conducive to your schedule. The great thing about the navigators is that they work not only with your medical plan, but alongside your dental and your vision plan as well. So same things apply. Everything they can do for you on the medical side, they can do for you on the dental and the vision side as well. In addition to those 2 benefits, you have pet care where you're offered discounts on veterinarian services, any prescriptions that you need for any of your pets. They have doggy daycare, discounts to board your animals while you're gone, also alternative medicine. Some people prefer to take a more holistic approach to their well-being, and you can enjoy discounts at participating providers and on some supplements and acupuncture, discounts for MRIs and CAT scans, vitamins. I mean, the entire package for $6.23 a check. Now, again, I just want to remind you that the $6.23, that is for whether you enroll you and all your benefits, then, all your dependents get these benefits as well. So it's the one price for every one of your dependents. Any questions about this benefit?
Colleen, is this pre-tax or post-tax?
This is going to be a pre-tax benefit.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Is it basically pet insurance, or is it just for discounts?
These are
Colleen.
discounts only. So it's not pet insurance, right? It's a discount program.
Got it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Page number 7 talks in a little more detail about the Compass Navigator and shows you this astonishing number that on average, if you call in and use the navigation services, they can help save you almost $1,200 a year. That's $1,200 more in your pocket. Page number 8 is going to talk about how you would enroll online. It's going to be an app or the website, My Benefits Work. You cannot register for the site until you have your ID card because you will need the group number and member ID directly from your ID card. I do want to let you know that if you choose to purchase this package of benefits, in addition to registering for the My Benefits Work, when you click on the screen, you will have to also register for Compass. You can use the same user ID and password, but you do have to register twice. So I know that was confusing for me, so I just wanted to clarify that for everyone. Page number 9. You are going to have an option of 2 Guardian PPO plans. They're going to use the exact same national PPO network. The base plan is provided to you free of charge and has a $50 individual deductible within the network, not to exceed $150 within your family. Out of network, you can use the benefits. You will have a higher member responsibility. Out of network, you're going to have a $100 deductible for an individual or $300 for the family. If you need any preventative, you're going to pay nothing in network, where you will be responsible for the deductible if you choose to go out of network. Basic services on this plan are going to include fillings. In network, you pay 20% after deductible. Out of network, you're paying 50% after deductible. Major services on the base plan are going to include your root canals, your extractions, crowns. You're paying 50% after deductible in network, 75% after deductible out of network. The buy-up plan, you're going to have a $1,500 calendar year maximum, whereas on the base plan, you have a $1,000 annual maximum. If you choose to go out of network for preventative services, on the base plan, you have to meet your deductible. On the buy-up plan, there is no deductible. However, you're going to be responsible for 20% of the contracted rate. On the base plan, periodontics, endodontics, so your root canal, your deep cleanings, those services are covered as major. Whereas on the buy-up plan, those services have been moved to basic. Also, the buy-up plan does allow for orthodontia for children up until age 19. In future years, not this year, but in future years, it is quite possible that somebody may have more than either the $1,000 or $1,500 calendar year benefit. That is because Guardian has a rollover benefit feature where if you go to the dentist and you have something done, so you have to go to the dentist and have a cleaning, maybe a filling, something needs to happen within that year. And if it does not exceed $500 on the base plan or $700 on the buy-up plan, they will reward you by rolling over an additional dollar amount for future years towards your calendar year maximum. I also wanted to let you know that this, again, is a calendar year benefit. So your plan is going to start on December 1st. That means that you either have $1,000 or $1,500 available to you on December 1st. Then, come January 1st, we are now in the 2020 calendar year. So that $1,000 or $1,500 starts all over again come January 1st. So you are technically able to double dip there. For the month of December, you have $1,000 or $1,500, and then again, come January, another $1,000 or $1,500. Questions about the dental plan?
Colleen,
Yes.
do you know if the insurance for out-of-network works in Mexico?
In like the country Mexico?
Yes.
I do not know. New Mexico, sure, yes. I can get back to you. My guess would be no, to be completely honest with you, just off the top of my head, because it is another country. But I will confirm.
Previously did.
Okay.
A lot of our
get back to
employees
you and
are
let you
there.
know.
Okay, perfect, thanks.
No problem.
What about adult ortho? Which one of the plans will cover that?
There is no adult orthodontia. It's only child orthodontia available on the plans.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Regardless of which dental plan you have, though, everybody is given a college tuition benefit. This is a benefit absolutely free, but you do need to register for the benefit in order to take advantage of it. As a thank you for having the Guardian dental plan, Guardian is going to give you 2,000 points every year, which equates to $2,000. In addition to the 2,000 points every year, you can get an additional 500 points for each dependent that you enroll. Qualified dependents on this policy are including your dependent children, any stepchildren, grandchildren, nieces, nephews, godchildren. So as long as you have access to the child's name, date of birth, and address, you're able to register them as your dependent on the policy, and you'll get the $500 points or $500. Couple key dates that you need to be aware of. Your dependents need to be enrolled in the program prior to the year they enter 11th grade. You will then choose whether or not you want to use the money for the child prior to them entering the 12th grade. Again, you have to register in order to take advantage of it. You have 6 months, so by May, you have to register or you're going to miss out on the points for this plan year. Questions about the college tuition benefit? Page number 10. You're going to have the option of purchasing vision. The vision benefit is through Guardian and will use the Davis Vision Network. You have both in and out of network benefits available to you. This, like any other plan, though, is going to have a greater value if you remain within the network. You're able to get an eye exam every year. You can get new lenses, contact lenses, or lenses for your glasses every year, and new frames every other year. For your frames, you're given a $130 allowance and then a 20% discount off the balance above that $130. The additional 20% is good everywhere except Walmart and Sam's because their prices are so deeply discounted already. Contact lenses, it's another $130 allowance and 15% off the balance above that $130, except at Walmart and Sam's. Questions about the vision benefit? Next is an identity theft protection benefit. This benefit is offered through LifeLock. Unfortunately, we're all, susceptible to identity theft, whether it be somebody had a fraudulent charge on a credit card or a bank account, somebody opens an account using your information, applies for a loan, whatever the case may be. LifeLock is going to assist and deter the likelihood of something happening by monitoring checking accounts, social security numbers, and if a threat is detected, they will notify you. They'll confirm, is this you, is this not you? In the unlikely event that your identity has been compromised, LifeLock will spend up to $1 million helping to repair the damage. So they're either going to replace the money in your account, lawyers' fees, whatever the case may be. They're going to pay up to $1 million to fix the problem. There are 2 different plans to look at. Additional information about what is included in each of the plans is available online, and I'll show you where to find that momentarily. But both of those plans also come with the Norton antivirus protection. Questions about the identity theft benefit? You'll also have the ability to purchase critical illness. This is going to be through Guardian, and you will receive a lump sum payment if you are diagnosed with a critical illness such as a heart disease, organ failure, or cancer. The benefit is a $10,000 benefit for an individual employee. If you opt to cover your spouse, it's a $5,000 benefit. And if you have any children on the policy, it is a $2,500 benefit. If you opt to enroll in this benefit, please make sure you register all of your children, because children receive this benefit at no additional cost. So if you purchase it, your kids get it for free. But I don't know about your children unless you add their information online. Similar to the critical illness benefit that's going to pay you if you are diagnosed with a critical illness, we have an accident benefit, which is going to pay you directly in the event that you are injured as a result of an accident. The amount of money that you receive is going to vary depending upon the injury you sustained and where you seek treatment. In addition to payment for accidents, this benefit also has a $50 wellness benefit built within it. So if you go to the doctors and have a wellness exam, which everybody should be doing because it is free on any one of those 4 Anthem medical plans that you are being offered, and you submit a claim to Guardian's accident plan, they will reimburse you $50. They're going to give you $50. That will help cover the cost of the policy throughout the year. Any questions? Next is the ability to purchase a short-term disability plan. I know, as being a California-based company, if you reside within California, you do have a short-term and a long-term disability benefit. This benefit is a slightly richer benefit available to you to purchase on your own. It will cover if you're unable to work as the result of an injury or an accident, 60% of your salary beginning on the 8th day, continuing for only 12 weeks on the short-term disability. If you purchase the long-term disability, though, it will dovetail with that, and after a 90-day period of time, the long-term disability will cover 60% of your salary up until $7,500 a month. And this benefit will continue until your retirement age, which varies depending upon the year of your birth. Any questions regarding the disability benefit?
Excuse me, I have a question regarding the what is the accidental protection? What is our, like, if we go with the HMO, what doesn't it cover that we need to get this?
Okay, so your medical services are covered, whether you're injured as an accident or you're sick. So if you go to the doctors, if you go to the hospital, I'm going to give you an example here for 1 second. If I take the base plan and I am hurt and I am, as a result, injured and I'm hospitalized, I have to stay in the hospital. I have to pay $250 for my medical care and treatment. Then I get out of the hospital. I can submit a claim to the accident provider. And just because I was in the hospital, I'm going to get back from this accident $1,500. Plus, I would get $300 per day that I was hospitalized, or $600 per day if I needed to stay in the intensive care unit. This money you can use for whatever you want. So I assume if you're hospitalized, more than likely you're going to miss some work and therefore affect your paycheck potentially. This money can help you pay the hospital bills. It can help you make up for the fact that you were unable to work. You can take a vacation with it, buy a flat screen TV, do whatever you want. This is your money. You do whatever you want with it.
This is only if we are admitted based on an accident, right?
That was an example regarding admission, yes, but there are other things like everything on this benefit pertains to an accident. So something has to happen accidentally. But you can get stitches at like an urgent care center, never admitted to the hospital, but because you had stitches, depending upon where and how long and how many stitches, will depend on how much money they're going to give you for that accident. But if I'm sick and I go to the hospital and I'm admitted because I have pneumonia, this benefit will not pay. But the next benefit that we're going to talk about, which is the hospital plan, this one would pay. So the hospital plan offered through Guardian, you have two different plan options to choose from: a $2,000 inpatient benefit or a $1,000 inpatient benefit. You also have a separate bucket for outpatient, which is going to be half of whatever your inpatient benefit is. So if you opt the hospital plan with a $2,000 inpatient benefit, if you need an outpatient surgery at a hospital, you're going to get $1,000. If you choose the $1,000 inpatient benefit, outpatient benefit is going to be $500. This plan would pay accident or injury or illness, doesn't matter. So as long as you are in the hospital, inpatient or outpatient, this benefit will pay. Questions about that? Next, every single employee working full-time is going to receive a $25,000 life and accidental death and dismemberment policy. If you feel that the $25,000 is not enough, you do have the option of purchasing additional life insurance for yourself and your covered dependents. The employee can purchase anywhere from $10,000 up to $250,000. If you elect amounts over $150,000, you will need to complete an evidence of insurability form. However, if you currently have life insurance through Capital Partners and it is more than the $150,000, you will not need to submit evidence of insurability. You will be grandfathered. Online, as you go through your enrollment, it would appear that you need an evidence of insurability form. However, you will be manually approved after the fact. So come Monday, you will see that if you have currently over $150,000 in life insurance and you are choosing to elect more than the $150,000 now, you will be approved for whatever your current in-force life insurance amount is. I know that was a mouthful and can be very confusing. Did everybody get that? Perfect. If you purchase insurance for yourself, then you can also purchase life insurance for your spouse. You can purchase anywhere up to $250,000. If they elect anything over the 25, if you elect anything more than $25,000 for your spouse, they will need evidence of insurability unless, of course, you currently have more than $25,000 for them in force right now. Dependent children can receive a $10,000 flat benefit. This will be the only year that you will be able to enroll, no questions asked. If you waive insurance now and you opt to elect it next year's open enrollment period, even if you're only electing $10,000 for yourself, you will need to complete evidence of insurability. Another benefit available to everyone is going to be the Employee Assistance Program. It is available to absolutely every single employee, free of charge, will help with any issues that you may have. They have tools online for building a budget. You can help create a plan to save for a house. Also, you get 3 free face-to-face visits with a licensed health professional per incident. That benefit is available to everybody, full-time employees and part-time employees. Next, we're going to talk about how you elect your benefits. Oops, sorry, everybody. I timed out. Steps over here to register for your account is going to be employeenavigator.com. The homepage is going to look like this. You would click log in, and then you're going to register as a new user. First name, last name, company identifier, which is GMF, all caps, no periods, no spacing. You're also going to need your last four of your social and date of birth. If you are getting an error and your company identifier is correct, please contact me. That means that we have something incorrect, whether it be the spelling of your name, somebody's date of birth was incorrect. So please reach out. I'll be happy to assess the situation and get everything corrected. Once you are logged into the computer system, you will see a screen that looks like this. Your screen, when you log in for the first time, it's going to say Start Enrollment. I've clicked on it before to test the system. So you would click on it, Start Enrollment, or in my case, Finish Enrollment, and then get started. And confirm your information is correct, and it will walk you through step by step all your different plan options. I did just want to show you one more thing. As I mentioned on the LifeLock benefit, right over here on the Helpful Resources section, if you click on that, it's going to open the comparison between the two products. So you can print it out and see which benefit is sufficient for you. If you require evidence of insurability, hang on one moment. There will be a link to complete it online, or you can download the actual form, complete it, and send it in. When you are done, there's a little enrollment summary. You're going to click to sign. If it says enrollment not complete, that means you are missing something somewhere. Okay. That was my cheat sheet there. Any questions regarding anything that we have discussed thus far? Bottom of the last page is the most important thing for you then. It's going to be the contact information. It has the names and numbers of all of your carriers, including the name and number for both Debbie, Rito, and myself. Our email addresses are here as well, so if you have any questions, you're looking at your benefits and you're not sure what something is, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. It is our job to make sure that you know what you're purchasing. Can I help anybody with any questions right now? Otherwise, I will be available for questions outside of the recorded webinar in case you're not comfortable asking them over the phone. Okay, well, I thank you all for your time. Colleen? Yes.
Regarding that college benefit that we get through our dental,
Yes.
if, for example, if the company changes the dental insurance, will it stay or will it go away?
Okay, so that is an excellent question. That benefit will remain in force. It is like a banking account for you. So if you have $2,000 already in there, you move to another company, your company moves away from Guardian, then that money stays with you. If you go back to a company that has Guardian or your company comes back to Guardian, then you'll start depositing more money into that same account that you already had set up. But yes, that is yours.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, if you don't have any additional questions, then I thank you for your time, and Debbie and I are here if you do need anything.